This journey has been something else, man. It's been something else. And I even got a tattoo that says family. Y'all are part of that, man. Y'all are part of that. Y'all are part of that. See that? So thank y'all so much for everything, man. All right, so we got this one coming up from Fox News where they're talking about the White House is being grilled or Joe Biden's voicemail to his son Hunter. Because apparently he told someone before that he didn't have any conversations with his son about the shady dealings that his son was going through. But apparently he was trying to make sure he took care of things in the shadows. And then he called up his son and was like, man, listen, brother, you ain't got to worry about that problem. I fixed it. He probably didn't say it like that, but it was pretty, I mean, that's pretty much what he was saying. So let's go and check this out, man. Y'all wait until the end so we can have a good conversation. Thank y'all again. Let's do it.
All right. You know that during the campaign for president, when Joe Biden was running against Donald Trump, this story started circulating about Joe Biden and his involvement in Hunter Biden's overseas business dealings. Peter Doocy was covering Joe Biden running for president and asked him, have you ever spoken to your son about Hunter's overseas business dealings? And he said no. Then, of course, the laptop from hell came out. And then about 10 days ago, from that laptop, a voicemail obtained by the Daily Mail and the Washington Examiner from Joe Biden, where Joe Biden leaves a voicemail for Hunter. And what's he talking about? He's talking about his son's Chinese business partner.
Wow.
Listen to the voicemail.
Hey, Palace Dad, it's 8:15 on Wednesday night. If you get a chance, give me a call. Nothing urgent. Just want to talk to you. I thought the article, at least the thing online, that's going to be printed tomorrow in the Times, was good. I think it's clear. And anyway, if you get a chance, give me a call. I love you.
You know, behind the scenes, a lot of things happen before these articles get printed with really explosive information. And when I heard that voicemail, what occurred to me is that there was some massaging by Team Biden, probably with this newspaper, about how they were going to put this out in a way that was, you know, a little bit more malleable. In any case, Peter Doocy pressed Karine Jean-Pierre because we all heard the voicemail. It's hard to deny it's there when he just told Peter Doocy, as you mentioned, on the campaign trail that he literally knows nothing, that there's this firewall between him. I know, there's this firewall between Hunter and him. And here's Peter Doocy pressing Karine Jean-Pierre on that voicemail.
Now, before Peter Doocy do his thing, and I apologize for calling him Peter Dookie. I didn't hear his name before, and plus I'm still a kid at heart, you know, and men are just nasty, ladies. We just ridiculous. We're ridiculous. But anyway, what is the laptop from hell? Why do they keep calling it that? Apparently there's a whole bunch of things in Hunter's laptop that I need to see, I need to hear. Do you think I'll be canceled if I post something from his laptop on the channel? I mean, I lean on you all for these type of things. So if you can help me out with that, man, that would be amazing. All right, let's go, Peter Doocy.
Why is there a voicemail of the president talking to his son about his overseas business dealings if the president has said he's never spoken to his son about his overseas business dealings?
Well, first I'll say that what the president said stands. So if that's what the president said, that is what stands. And secondly,
about a New York Times article concerning business dealings, and he says, I think you're clear. How is that not him talking to his son about his overseas business dealings?
We're not, from this podium, I am not going to talk about alleged materials from the laptop.
So are you disputing the
alleged materials? We all heard the daggone voicemail, lady. I'm not trying to pick on you or nothing. I'm not. I'm just saying we all heard it. Won't you just, I mean, it's a way that you don't have to cover up from the man. Like if he said it, he said it. If he didn't, he didn't. But we all heard it and we seen the transcript of what he said.
From this podium, I am not going to talk about alleged materials from the laptop.
So are you disputing the president's voice on the voicemail?
I am not going to talk about alleged materials on the laptop.
Are
it's
you
not
disputing
happening
then that it is not?
Peter, I refer you to his son's representative.
That's
Really?
a partnership to invest in American infrastructure and energy deals.
Yeah. So,
So the laptop again continues to be a story that they continue to deflect, and there's no follow-up in that room for people curious to see what Joe Biden's involved with, which is just insane. The other thing to keep in mind is in the New Yorker story that he was said, they asked him about the Burisma deal, and he said, "Son, I hope you know what you're doing." He said, "I do, Dad." So that shows that he does talk
Right.
to his son about his overseas business dealings. The question is, in what detail and where is all this money?
well,
He probably using the secret presidential bat line, you know, like so that they won't know that they're talking about this type of stuff. They're probably meeting in a secured restaurant in the alley, like one of them old TV shows I used to watch, where the president will meet someone somewhere dark and far off so that they can have certain conversations with them or something like that. But at the end of the day, man, we all know that he's talking to his son about this stuff. I mean, keep it a buck. If your son or your daughter was going through some stuff like that, you will talk to your kids about it. Don't even fake. So we know that he's doing it. I think the issue is that he's lying. Just say, yes, yeah, absolutely. That's my son. Of course I talked to him about it. What do you mean? And what I talk to my son about, I mean, listen, you can mind your damn business, Peter Ducey. That's what I would have said. I would be like, you can mind your business. Yes, I talked to my son about everything. He talked to me about everything. Am I doing stuff to try to cover it up? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe.
it's interesting because for the press secretary to say, speak to Joe Biden or speak to Hunter Biden's representative. Peter was asking about Joe Biden on the voicemail. So
On the
Peter was
voicemail.
asking Joe Biden's representative about what was going on with that particular thing right there. And for her to say alleged materials, it sounds like obviously they're lawyered up. They know they don't want this to come back and to haunt him.
They can't say alleged anymore about the authenticity of that laptop. Everyone, including the newspapers that we know are very much allied with the Democrat Party, have had to come out and admit that it is not Russian disinformation, that the laptop is authentic. And I think what people need to know, or people deserve to know, is whether Joe Biden is working for his family or the American people. I find it curious that when his solution to the inflation problem in America is something that kind of benefits, that very much benefits the Chinese government by reducing tariffs. I mean,
No, he's taking them off.
I know, taking them away, exactly. So that's very odd. It's clear that the Chinese know exactly what Hunter, Joe, and Jim Biden, and potentially even Jill Biden, have been up to. And, you know, they have to appease them in order to cover up their secret, dirty deals.
And Rachel, add to that,
Secret
when
dirty
it's time
deals.
for Joe Biden to go, then you'll see Jake Tapper and all these guys start asking him the question, Joe, is that your voicemail? I think you're compromised. If he won't step aside on his own, the media will start asking questions about this laptop and these dealings. The FBI investigation will start hitting turbo speed, and there'll be no choice but for him to go.
Well, there was additional questioning on the topic after she told Peter to talk to Hunter Biden's representative. Real Clear Politics reporter Philip Wegman then said, hey, Karine, Joe Biden said, I will always level with the public. What happened to that promise? And of course, once again, she just said from the podium, we're not going to talk about the laptop. So
Of course, he's not going to level with the public, man. He's in too much scrutiny right now. He's not doing a good job at all as president. He's not, and it's no one's willing to even lie and say that he's doing a stand-up job. Like, his people then lost hope in this guy. So at this point, he's just trying to, you know, save his hide for whatever little bit he has left at the end of the day. And Karine, oh, poor Karine, she don't know what she's doing up there. I mean, well, yeah, I'm gonna take that back. Yes, she does. She's a professional. She just, how many different ways can you cover up sugar honey iced tea and make it smell like roses? So at the end of the day, she's pretty much the fall guy. So when she's being asked, when Peter Ducey is asking Joe Biden's representative about Joe Biden, if she heard another name in the question, or she know that the subject matter is about someone other than only who she represents. Of course, she's going to bring up someone else's representative at that point, because you know she knows she's on a losing team. She didn't know that before she signed up. Yeah, she did.
So obviously,
she did.
Her boss,
yeah, she did,
and probably the boss's boss said, "Don't say anything about the laptop."
So nothing in the notebook about the laptop.
Well, the laptop speaks for itself and shows that Hunter Biden was paying his father's bills, and so that's a very odd arrangement. I wish my kids would pay my bills. Yes.
I wonder if his Secret Service name is the big guy. That would be interesting.
He definitely is the big guy.
All right.
All right, listen. My takeaway is, Karine, find another job. And Hunter, you just nasty, man. You've done a lot of things, and the truth will come out, whether your father, co-signs it or not. But the truth will come out. It's only but so much hiding that can happen. I don't think any of them are going to get arrested. I've heard talk about Hunter Biden being arrested and Joe Biden being arrested right along with them for lying and being a part of it. Y'all already know that's not going to happen. I mean, this is high stakes politics. It's not happening. Y'all can make all the noise you want. It's not going to happen. It's not. Best thing you can do is just let this guy hurry up and finish up his term, put somebody in there that's better, and just keep moving forward. Because right now, it's a wash. It's a wash. Also, one last takeaway from this whole thing. Fox News has the most attractive women that does news. Why is that important? It's important because I'm a man and I have eyes. That's it. There's no real deep dive to that. That's pretty much it. But per usual, I want to hear what y'all got to say about this in the comments below. And if you have yet to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. Once again, guys, I am Van, and now we are all the LFR family. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video, hopefully inside the Patreon as well. Y'all have been amazing. Love ya.